watch out, ball. Oh, you lame. Look at my lane, he's switching lanes. Look at my nines, look at my blazers, look at my fours, cut with laser.
What's up, everybody? It's Sneakerhead M Checks. I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to do a lacing tutorial on different pairs of Air Jordans. Before I get into this, I just want to remind you guys there is no right or wrong way to lace your sneakers. I'm just showing you guys my way and the way I like to do it. So I lace my sneakers this way for a couple of reasons. Reason number one is because I don't have to tie or untie them. Reason number two is because lacing my sneakers this way will lessen the amount of creasing I have on my sneakers when I wear them. The third reason is because they look cool. I like how the loose laces give like a nice, chill, relaxed kind of vibe to the sneaker. I'm going to use these Blacktoe Union ones as my example. They come with these extra orange laces that I've been meaning to put in anyway, so now's a great time to do that. I prefer to lace my sneakers when they're on my feet as opposed to when they're off the foot, just because this way you get a better visual of how the sneakers will look when they're actually on your feet as opposed to just laced up, you know, sitting in the box without your foot in them. Since I'm putting a completely different pair of laces in, I'm going to start by taking these laces out. Alright, one of the most important parts about this lacing procedure is when you have flat laces, you want to make sure they remain flat the whole time. You do not want your laces to get all twisted and tangled up like this at any point in your lace job. You want to make sure they're like this the whole time, everything's consistent, everything's flat. Put one side of the laces in here, the other side of the laces right here. Alright, so when your laces are not evenly distributed, sometimes this lace job looks a little funny, so you want to make sure everything is even. Alright, so once I'm here, I just put them together. I pull them all the way up just like this. Make sure the lace gets around the shoe. And we're here. Now you want to make sure that this part right here comes through evenly. You want to make sure that the lace does not twist in between the lace holes. Now when you do this, like I said before, you want to keep them flat. You almost want these sneakers to look factory lace. You want them to look like they just came out of the box. See this right here? This is where laces twist and stuff like that. You don't want that. So what I do to avoid that is I let this finger right here make sure that this stays flat. I'll just pull this out with this side. Sometimes you have to push in and pull out, pause, just to make sure that, you know, it's consistently even. See, look, this is another example of what you don't want. You want to make sure this is facing this way. All you have to do from here is loosen the laces up and then you're pretty much done. I usually take my two pointer fingers and just pull them out like this until the lace tips are at the length that I like them at. From here, you just continue to loosen the laces. Now if I take the shoe off, this is how it looks. Everything's nice, even, neat. Jordan 1s, Jordan 2s, Jordan 3s, and Jordan 4s all have similar lacing structures. Now the Jordan 5s have these lace locks, and that's where things get a little confusing. Where you put the lace locks, or if you decide to use them at all, is completely up to you, but I'll show you guys what I do with mine. I'm going to take these laces out. Alright, so I'm going to put these laces in here first, and then I'll show you guys what I do with the lace lock. I like to put mine right about here. So the way I do that is you pinch this lace lock, feed your lace through here. I do one lace at a time, and then I just pull it through. So now when I get here, I can see, you know, from moving around a little bit, if the lace is in there evenly. So as you can see, it is in there evenly, so I'll let go of the lace lock now. Take the other side of the lace, put it in there, and do the same thing. You want to make sure that it's even, which this one is not, so we gotta play around with it until it is even. And sometimes this will take you a while because you're dealing with a tiny space with the lace lock. You got two laces going in there at once. You got to make sure everything's even, but I think we got it. Alright, so now we're good. As you can see right here, they go in together and they come out together. Everything's even. So now this part is also pretty tricky because now you have to find the correct length for the laces while this lace lock is in the way. I've done this a lot of times, so I'm kind of used to it, but the first time is definitely going to be frustrating. Even the second, third, fourth, you're going to have to do this a lot before you get the hang of everything. So, all right, we're here. Now, another thing that the lace lock throws off is once you get the correct length, you still have to feed it back through the lace lock, and that gets tricky. So we're here. Alright, so this is about even, and then from here you just loosen everything up. This looks alright, but it's not exactly where I want it to be, so that's when you have to play around with how much lace length you're giving each set of lace holes. So here, this looks a little better. There, here. You see how my lace lock is just kind of sliding side to side? Usually when it's like that, I can tell I've given the top lace holes too much length, like this is too much. So what you want to do in this case, right here, you want to take away some of this, because this is what's causing it to fly around. So I put it back on my foot. So make this a little tighter. Distribute it here a little bit. Like I was saying earlier, this is the harder part where it comes to figuring out how much length you got to give, you know, to each part of the shoe. So this is how the Jordan 5s look with my lacing procedure. If you lace your sneakers up this way and you're not satisfied with how this looks, you think the laces are too loose or whatever, you can always take advantage and use one of the other lace holes that I didn't use. Now for Jordan 6s, I like to have my lace locks down here. Unfortunately, in order to do that, I have to take the laces out completely. Take one side of the lace out. So you pinch this here. Get that through. Let me put these on my feet. Alright, so we're here. Move the lace lock as much as you need to. I'll take this. Put it through right here. Alright, so this is where I like to have my lace lock on my Jordan 6s. Make sure my laces are even. And from here, I just lace everything up. Alright, so this part right here is always the most annoying part for me. You're trying to pass this under this little, whatever this is called. The reason I like to pass it under is because it really shows off the Jumpman. And, you know, I don't really like for the laces to just cover this Jumpman up, so I always make sure they go under here. Alright, and here we are. Now these laces look a little lengthy. I might have to end up using an extra lace hole, but we'll see. Alright, so right here we have a problem. You see how this is all twisted up? I know it's a very minor mistake, but I'm not letting that go down. Not in my favorite pair of 6s. So there's a few ways you can fix this, but I like to just feed it through every other lace hole the correct direction. So here, bring it through here, and kind of fixes itself if you, damn. Alright, so that was fixed. This does look a little loose compared to my usual, but yep, that's how I lace my 6s. Jordan 7s and Jordan 8s do not have lace locks, so you would lace these the same way you lace your 1s, 2s, 3s, or 4s. You'll notice that on Jordan 9s, Jordan 10s, Jordan 11s, Jordan 12s, 13s, the laces are not flat. They're like round or whatever you want to call this, but they're not the same type of laces that are on Jordan 1s through 8s. I still lace these sneakers the same way I lace all the other ones I showed you guys. But the difference is, because these laces are round, I don't have to worry about keeping the laces flat, keeping the laces consistent, because they're round all the way around. So with these, all you have to do is make sure everything's even and loosen them up, and you're good to go, and they'll look just like this. So I'll show you guys an example with the bin 13s just so everything's clear. What I do is I'll take this and push it out of here, because this lace hole right here keeps it sturdy. You want to make sure this right here is tight. You want to make sure there's not like a big, you don't want to see this here, because this looks crazy. I like to start from here just to make things simple. Here they are. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I helped somebody out with this lacing tutorial. If you enjoy watching this video, please hit that subscribe button. Go check out my other videos, and I'll see you guys next time.